Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cougars ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will go to work first. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing in the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the BYU Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment, too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Makes it past the marker. And 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The give to the back. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, better look out. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. This BYU offense set up with another 1st down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man in the middle. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Got some room in to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Pater.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, they blocked the extra point. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Back to pass, it's Washington. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
The Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Give to the running back. And that ball's free behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Easy completion on the shuffle. Turning it on! They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying play action. A strike downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Immediately fires to the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Hand off from the shotgun. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Cougar! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this 1st half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Dropping back, it's Washington. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The give from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
Crosses to 40. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They'll ride the hot hand. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Washington. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Manning. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Unloads quickly. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Russell. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawrence. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Lawrence. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Leaves it with the back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Terrapins are in the hurry-up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turns it on in midfield. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you kick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Absolutely center cut. That gets them back to within 10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. RPO complete to open the drive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Reads it, fires complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. possession. It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's McLaurin. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. He's now up to 75 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. They'll keep it on the ground. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Gets it out quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's McConnell. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Terrapins will punt this one away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Bringing the heat. Got a man. It's Lawrence. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackle.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside LaVell Edwards Stadium.
And the Terrapins will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Got it behind the line. It's Bass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wide open downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops the throw. Turns it loose. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. The Terrapins want to pick up the tempo.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. Got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Terrapins will line it up on 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. BYU has this offense clicking. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. The Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. This time stopped in the backfield and finding the sledding a little tougher than on that last run. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 32 over Utah. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Terrapins will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. It's complete to the left.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. On the move, he fires. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Washington. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The Terrapins decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. He'll do it himself. Creates a little space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And some room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! And the route is on.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fakes to grab. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Looking for a man. It's Washington. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The short hands. It's McLaurin. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Lost to throw again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Blue. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Terrapins are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The Terrapins can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to get the first through the air. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Off-play action on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Lawrence. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a little space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He now has 91 yards rushing now here in Week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. This time on target. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Maryland, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Terrapins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Blue. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his man in the middle. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. To the ground with the back. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Terrapins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's McConnell. They've got it inside the 30, they'll mark it at the 28, it's 1st down.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll try to pop the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You've got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.